sucks.
Can we please not?
Can we please not? I feel like I've done enough.
Yeah, but have you?
I don't know. I feel like watching 3,000 people die on live TV as a child was like enough, and we could have stopped.
That's a starting point, friend.
The hits start coming, they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. I got horchata though. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yes, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I'm kind of cold.
You took your fucking shirt off.
It's because your nips are out.
See?
But, see, I have I got a new tattoo.
Yeah.
I gotta let it breathe.
Right.
I mean, it's fair, but did you have to take off you could have put on a short sleeve shirt.
Skin. It doesn't breathe when it has the second skin on it. The whole point is to like hold it in, right?
Well, it still breathes, but it basically acts like a scab. So it'll like your skin still breathes through a scab.
Yeah, it's not water permeable, but like air can still.
Yeah, so it keeps germs off. It keeps it clean, but after we record, I'm actually going to have to change it out because...
Yeah,
it looks like it's starting to come up there.
Yeah, you can only change it once. And then after like a day, you can't change it again because it might start pulling the actual scabbing up.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
What she told me is today is my last chance to change it, or I have to leave it on.
Or take it off. And then...
Yeah. Yeah, I had issues with the second skin when I had my... VTM tattoo because the tip of it's like right up against where that bend of my wrist is.
Yeah.
So I kept healing the second skin. I'm not immunocompromised right now, but because of my previous medications, I have been. So I get nervous about having open wounds still because in my brain I'm like, oh, I can't afford to go to the hospital. So I did the bad thing and I put on a third one.
Oh no!
Because like it like rolled off and I was like
yeah,
and I was like I'd rather it be safe and covered and just deal with the taking it off and the scab being a problem, which is exactly what happened when I ended up having to take it off. Was I did like wax the scabbing off all in one go.
Yeah. Ow.
What upset me was it should have hurt more. I understand this, but I've also had an IUD replaced with no medication, and compared to that, everything else is not that bad.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I think the worst was getting the tattoo right in the ditch, like the inside of my elbow.
Oh, yeah, no, that place sucks.
And I got the lettering done, like...
right there.
Tattoo.jpg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite of your tattoos. It's so good.
I had to get something out of that arts degree, so...
Hell yeah.
At least I got a cool tattoo.
You did. That's okay. Yeah, I just have a problem with, like, part of my dragon tattoos, like, getting right into that transition from the frog skin belly part of your inner arm to the ditch. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, yeah, nothing, this is fine, and then just, like, you're gonna feel this pain and generationally. Yeah. And I'm like, why is my body stupid?
Nope, yep.
I think that
was how it was for my dream tattoo here.
Yeah.
His hair comes up into, like...
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know, just because of also my autoimmune stuff, my nervous system pain regulation's all fucked up. So sometimes I experience no pain when I should, and there's other times where I experience way more pain than I should, and I was like, I don't know what is normal anymore for a human in terms of pain regulation, so I'm going to do my best to not bitch in front of my friend, who is my tattoo artist, because we are friends, and he'll give me shit.
Really, I think the worst spot for me, even more than my ribs, was my shin.
Yeah, because you got it like right on the front of your chin, and you're a skinny man. There's not a lot of padding between skin and bone there.
And it comes up onto like the thing just comes barely up onto where like the tendon for my knee.
Yeah. That was a choice.
Looks good.
It does look good. You do suffer for art.
Beauty is pain.
Speaking of pain, hi and welcome to Blank Bodies, a Vampire the Masquerade V5 tabletop and horror podcast, and right now a Hunter podcast, and that's also my name, Hunter. We're joined by, same as always.
I think that was the most succinct way that you could have like wrapped all of that information up.
We're proud of you. That was really good.
That was good. I'm John, by the way.
And this is Sarah, and for the class, because I don't know when Hunter's going to edit out our tattoo talk into the episode, just so everybody knows, this is a hot boy autumn Hunter the Reckoning episode, because Hunter does have his titties out.
It's true. I'm like the Bert Kreischer of the Vampire Masquerade podcast world.
I hate that. I hate that so much. But it's spooky season, so
It works. I got a spooky tattoo.
You did get a really spooky tattoo. It fucks.
That
the
is
tattoo
why I
fucks.
have my shirt off.
Yes, the tattoo does fuck, so we're not mad at you.
Not
It's a
yet.
really weird way to show off your tattoo. You could have just like rolled up your shirt though.
Well, you know.
Okay,
You
I
just
mean that's
push the
fine.
sleeve
Like,
up.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could have done that, but like you decided to go all out. You know,
Yeah.
I
Well-
appreciate it. I appreciate you're doing that so you can also show how it works with the rest of the tattoos on your body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a very different art style than my other tattoos.
It is.
All my
It is.
others are very traditional art.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I guess this is traditional a different way, but
Yes, that's true. It's more woodcut, which is dope.
I got a rudimentary peni tattoo for the 5 people who know what that is.
I mean, they listen to this show, so there's a good chance.
That's true. That's true.
That's true. So we're on part 3 for Hunter Month.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about how to use the new books and just in general Hunter the Reckoning for 5th edition and how to take that content and use it for other systems. So right now that's Vampire and Werewolf.
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 Yeah. So we got 3 new books. We're mostly going to be talking about that. I do have the core book.
Mhm.
So I'll start with the basics. I think the easiest thing you could possibly do is just use the character creation for Hunter
Mhm.
to make hunters that your vampires and werewolves have to go up through. I know not yesterday, but last episode we kind of looked over like some of the pre-made like truncated character sheets and stuff, and
Yeah,
they're
they're-
pretty on par with the ones that they've put out for vampire and werewolf.
Yeah, I
so-
did a little bit more digging because now that you've done these episodes, I'm allowing myself to dig into the H5 books a little bit more because I didn't want to spoil myself.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I don't read
Yeah.
anything for your episodes either.
Me neither.
Fantastic. But yeah, the stat blocks were fairly on par with stat blocks for enemies that I've seen in Vampire. So I'm like, the balance.
Yes.
It good.
So yeah,
Very nice.
That's the most basic thing you can do is take these books and you have a bunch of pre-made NPCs or a system for building
Yeah.
NPCs.
Where you can go like, I like these stats. I like how they work together, but I'm gonna scratch off whatever fucking supernatural bullshit this is and put my own on it with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's fun. There's also a lot of crossover lore, and I've talked about that already in the last couple episodes. I think the easiest one is Apostates. It's literally got extra rules, and extra lore about groups, mostly from Vampire, but they tie into Werewolf as well. Like, there's no, I'm drawing a blank, there's no pen text stuff in here. But there is, like, Society of St. Leopold, there's a Special Affairs division,
Yeah.
there's the Arcanum, which
Yeah.
definitely crosses over with Vampire. It is interesting. There are werewolf enemies in some of these books. We can talk about that in a little bit. But it does really mostly tie into Vampire and because of the Arcanum Mage too, which it's odd. I was almost expecting like Pentex would have some sort of like
At least
monster hunting arm.
there's Pentex uses a lot of shell corporations, so
could
there's a
literally-
really good chance that like some of, especially the smaller orgs that exist in apostates,
Yeah.
are shells or
could be.
subsidiaries of Pentex, and there's also a really good chance that departments within the universities and alma mater are getting funding or grants through Pentex as well. So that's a very easy disconnect.
Yeah, I mean, it specifically says, like, revenge. I'm pretty sure, minor spoilers, there will be minor spoilers in this episode for Hunter stuff, specifically, but...
I can't listen.
No, John, come back.
Okay, all right.
It does specifically say, I believe, that they get some of their funding from very old vampires who use it as a way to collect information and take out enemies, which is unsurprising. But you could easily say that money, what if that money Pentex, and they don't like Werewolf? There we go. You made it something for your werewolf game already.
If somebody in your pack or coterie or whatever decide to put a lot of dots into finance, this is a good way to weaponize that to build tension, where they're like having to sleuth and dig through the records, and then they go, this company is owned by this company, Pentex. You're just like, God damn it.
Fuck.
It's almost always either Pentex, Raytheon, or Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
It's one of those three.
And it's not like the Special Affairs Division or Society of St. Leopold specifically hunt vampires. They mostly hunt vampires. But if they run into a werewolf, like the Society of St. Leopold's going to be like, God's okay with you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, just weird heathen.
Yeah.
it depends. That priest is not a big fan of Vatican II. Does not like the Pope.
Nope.
I'm still so highly amused at the amount of videos of the new Pope giving shout outs to the South Side of Chicago while in the Vatican. It's so funny.
That makes me happy.
It's so funny. American Pope is weird. I'm not against it. It's just fucking weird.
It is strange.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like, he's fine. I also don't like our degrees of separation between us and the Pope are very short.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 steps. Like, it's very short.
That's so cool. I've practically touched the Pope.
Ayo.
Usually I'd be worried about the opposite, but...
He's not a child.
That's most of the time.
Most of the
Hey, wait a second.
I mean,
You were once.
Yeah.
Every day that you age, the fraction of your life as a child gets smaller and smaller.
You could argue it's like a third of your life.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Math. Anyways, Hunter, continue.
Anyway, so I think that's the easiest way you can take this content, shove it into your vampire game or werewolf game, is just NPC generation, stealing all the lore.
Mm-hmm.
You have shit to hunt down your coterie when they fuck up. That's not just...
Yeah, a thing I would recommend, because I've done this for y'all, is I've kept a secret page where I put post-it notes with the stat blocks for various, like, hunters. And then I basically have GTA style, like, stars rating system. So every time you guys fuck up, like, actively breach the Masquerade, or somebody has, like, a fail during, like, a critical thing, I put another little star.
Nice.
And I don't tell the players, and then once they start building up a certain amount of stars, I start, like, unleashing one layer of NPC problems, and then they hit more stars, and I go, okay, now there's the upgraded phase 2 of the enemy.
Nice. I like that. That's a good
You
way
see,
to...
why we didn't run into any of that is because we never left any witnesses to report the issues, the Masquerade breaches.
And most of the time we just shot people. It's not like we were
That's
tearing
true.
apart people like monsters. It's literally just like, shotgun? Bye.
I got this axe.
Yeah, like, pretty much all of the things that you guys did that would have been star up readings, you did gun crimes, and the game was set in America, so I'm like, that's not that weird.
Yeah.
I can't ping them for that. Now, if you
Damn
guys kept doing the same gun crimes in the same areas, then I would have been like, okay, now I have to, because now you're making the cops do work.
Right.
If you keep doing it in random parts of the city, and then fuck off and leave for a period of time and come back, and it just did it so arbitrarily, I was like, yeah, no one's gonna give a fuck, it's fine.
We did it across multiple states. It was...
Yeah. The funny thing is,
were federal.
Yeah, the funny thing was, you guys weren't doing that intentionally. Like, it wasn't like, see, we're covering our tracks. It was just, well, I guess they're done. Anyways.
Pretty true, actually. We'll just move on now.
So, yeah. So it could just have a hunter that's like, oh, yes, these vampires, they're such masterminds. And just have this hunter that's got this really inflated idea of what the coterie is in their head.
And then they just have guns.
Yeah, and then they have the confrontation, and then they just go, what? You guys are morons. Now I'm just killing you out of spite. Fucking idiots. So yeah, I think a GTA Stars rating system is a really good way to calibrate the level of consequence of the NPCs, because I'll be honest, there's some stuff in those books that I'm like, oh, that gets stacked so quickly. Yeah,
there's there's some stuff, especially if you go back to Hunter, and you get into I can't remember the name of the book. Is it the Second Inquisition book? There's some stuff that would just like nuke a by the book new character.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They wouldn't have a chance against it. So
no, well, it's like the Second Inquisition book introduces weapons that do damage by turn as opposed to round, which is
insane,
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, if players decide to do stupid shit,
they might find out.
They might earn a stupid prize.
But so beyond that book, which is probably my favorite of the Hunter books so far, we also have alma maters, like you mentioned earlier. That one, I think, is the easiest to use for any game system. And when we get future game systems, it'll also be really easy to throw at stuff. Because it is mostly locations, and then stories based on those locations. So there are, like I said last time, there are like 4 separate colleges that each have their own little campaigns worth of like troubles and stuff to deal with. It is for hunters, but you could easily have a young coterie of vampires being told, hey, there's like this potential masquerade breach, go figure it out.
Yeah, because you pointed out in Alma Maters, there's like pages with like essentially tables of locations and then like random events that could happen at each of those locations, which super helpful when your player decides to do something fucking stupid and you're just like, I had nothing planned for this. We are now off the rails. Time to get this back on the rails. Crack the book.
Yeah, and a lot of them...
How did we get here?
A lot of them are places that you wouldn't even have to... find on a college campus. Like one of them is just a gym. Like there is,
I think you said there was like a bodega.
I believe so. There's a mall. There's a like auto body shop.
There's a library.
There's multiple library things.
Yes. There's a sculpture garden. There's a beach.
There's a sculpture garden. That's Toreador code of the shit.
Yeah, I kind of like that actually. It's kind of neat.
Yeah. There's a museum. There's an arcade. There is a food truck park. Like that's
the
just stuff you
potluck.
Yeah, the potluck.
Oh my god, there's Draculas at the potluck. What am I supposed to do now? Oh jeez.
There's blood in the macaroni salad.
I mean, at least it has seasoning now. This is a white people potluck. If it wasn't obvious.
Michigan potluck.
Damn.
Minnesota even.
Very Minnesota. I was gonna say if it was Michigan, there's a good chance it would have been black people mac and cheese. And now you've ruined something and you're getting fucked for it.
Deservedly so.
Deservedly so.
There's even a sanatorium. Nice.
Oh hell yeah.
But yeah, there's
That's where you're gonna find Renfield.
He's waiting.
Oh. Sorry, I just had a game session where Jason Newberry popped up and I'm like, oh, that NPC, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Malkavians are scary.
A lot of the time, they're...
Most of the time, they're not. A lot of times people will play Malkavians and they're very, like, just kind of sad. Or just like, oh, he's kind of a silly guy. And then occasionally you get somebody who's, like, understood the assignment. And you go, oh, no. But anyways. Yeah, I'm also, because of the announcement with White Wolf coming back for publishing, and they've given us like the rough publication schedule going forward.
Nice, I haven't looked at that yet.
Mage 5 is like one of the first ones.
Oh, they've openly said that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
cool.
yes. So the plan was Mage 5, Dark Ages Vampire, Changeling.
Oh, that's crazy. They just put them both up. That's nice.
Yeah. So that's like the rough, like, this is what our goals are for publishing splats going forward with White Wolf taking over on stuff. I don't know if that's going to keep being published through Renegade or not, or if White Wolf's going to get their own in-house thing. And then I don't know.
From my understanding, they were trying to get everything that they had already scheduled with Renegade published. Otherwise, I don't 100%.
Yeah, because there's like the 3 new books that Renegade just dropped that are for pre-order that I need to finish getting pre-ordered. But anyways, with M5 being like, this is our goal to get out first, I think Alma Maters is also going to be really, really good for connecting between Mage and into Hunter and potentially other splats.
It's good for that. And it's also just like, honestly, this is a book that I feel like you could pull a lot from for non-World of Darkness specific games even. Like if you just want a book that like will help you lay out a college campus for your game. Like you could, I would also pair this really well with, I mentioned it last episode and now I'm drawing a blank, the big college from Miskatonic University. There's a whole book about just like that as a setting for Call of Cthulhu. I think it's an older one. Yeah. I think they probably put that up more than once at this point actually. But either way, I feel like those would pair really well. That's a more like traditional old like high academics kind of college. But this is along those lines. This is like mostly locations. And then there are like some little campaigns and some like, here's a monster you can hunt, and like, yeah, some vampires probably don't want a ghost man breaching the masquerade and getting people sniffing around their space.
Idea though I had going in the other direction, because of the university and like location settings that are in alma maters, I think it would be really cool to pair that with the rules for cult building from Cult of the Blood Gods.
Ooh, that could be really cool. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Sorry. Ever since I did some book selling stuff with WAD products at PAX U, or PAX Unplugged, or not PAX Unplugged, fuck, PAX East. I have PAX Unplugged coming up. Hi guys, I'll be at PAX U. Anyways, PAX East earlier this year. I spent a lot of time realizing, oh, a lot of these books cross over and are actually like really useful in ways that aren't immediately intuitive, but then when you dig into it, you go, oh yeah. So yeah, I think if you wanted to run a campaign where you like grabbed alma maters and you grab Cult of the Blood Gods, and it's like, yeah, you can have like a sorority, a fraternity that's a cult. You could have like portions of the department doing like spooky supernatural things, and there's a cult there. Could do the plot of the faculty.
Could do the plot of Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, where it's like, no, the university's fine, but it's just the locals, the townies,
Right, that are the fucking problem.
that are the fucking problem. Yeah, like I think that's good use of utilities of your books. Huzzah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would say that one's really easy to pull. I think the hardest of the new books to pull into your other game lines is definitely going to be Incognito Report. Like I said, it is largely a campaign that has some extra rules for making hunters specifically. Now, obviously, you could throw those edges and perks onto NPC characters. It's also got like a section with advice on like running conspiracies in games, which, I mean, that's super World of Darkness. You're going to pull that stuff out a lot. They're also the 12 detailed, they call them quarries, that you put the 12 together, makes a campaign. You could throw some of those monsters at your werewolves or vampires to keep them on their toes. And because it is about this blogger posting these weird conspiracies online, you could throw, again, a young coterie or whatever a group of werewolves is called. I do not remember.
A pack.
A pack, yeah. You could throw a pack of, like, all it takes is, like, one Nosferatu to sniff out a blog, or one of the Glasswalkers to be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They're posting about us.
Like actually, I just got doxxed. God damn it.
And then they follow...
That's my Miata.
Not the Miata! No!
And then they have to follow the leads through the campaign in this to, like, figure out what's actually going on and get to the guy who's actually posting everything. So,
for sure.
That you could make this work as a campaign for the others if you really like pre-written campaign stuff. Excuse me. And you've just gotten through the ones that they've published already for those systems. I have not, though, so that would not be my first move. I'd probably actually try the ones that we're supposed to yet. I have not gotten a chance to play like pretty much any of the pre-written stuff.
Yeah, I would say probably with Incognito Report, my thought would be there's stat blocks, there's like plot hooks and things you could grab for like repurposing for a campaign, or if, you know, one of your players decides to do something really squirrely and you just go, all right, fuck you, we're going on this track now, boom. This was the choice you made. I also think combining the stuff with the conspiracies, also with the rules from the cult stuff, would be really interesting. Yeah,
I mean, a lot of, honestly, the hunter orgs, especially if you're not playing a hunter game where the characters can potentially be a part of them, a lot of them are very, very cult adjacent. Very cult adjacent. Like, we'll go back to apostates for a second, but like, some of these are terrifying, and like, there's one, I believe it's in the core book, that's just an HOA.
Oh, yeah. No, Society of the Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've been very open on my policy of all HOAs are evil, because they are literally a tool of white supremacy, and it's bullshit and weird classist nonsense. I fucking hate HOAs.
Yeah.
So when it was like, hey, we have a canonical evil HOA cult, and I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Concrete.
Perfect.
This is what I wanted. I hate them.
I do like the idea of a hunter, like, being HOA dude, thinking he's hunting, like, an evil werewolf or whatever, evil vampire, more likely. And then find out he's just a mage. And that's why he's just a weird fucking dude who's following his own little paradigm, being a little fucking freak.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, it's not vampire. And then now he's in the mage's sanctum. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that's just, oh god. Yeah, or just like a neighborhood watch that's just gotten way out of fucking hand.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what the absolute fuck? And they're just like, vampire! And they find out the vampire's real, but it turns out it's like one of the chill vampires is like, look, I moved out here to like get away from the politics. I just want to be left the fucking alone.
Please leave me be. I don't even drink from you guys. I have it shipped in.
Like, it's like, I literally hurt no one. I take care of my property. If anything, I'm helping the real estate value. I'm gonna be quiet forever.
Forever.
Like, I'm the perfect neighbor. What the fuck?
You will never see me out during the day.
I pay a guy to mow my lawn, like, and they're just like, evil. Or, you know, you have your hunter cell that has to deal now with the fact that they're like, oh, this is undead monster. Actually, they're kind of chill.
He's actually a pretty cool guy. Turns out he's the one that donated the money to upgrade the play place in the neighborhood.
Hey, man, do you just, like, want to let us know when somebody is actually being a problem? And we'll just leave you alone?
I guess that'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you get your, like, 4-dot vampire contact.
This being like, hey, so we... And the vampire's like, cool, I got this group of humans that I guess I can just manipulate into protecting me.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you about, like, vampire stuff.
There's a problem in coming into town. You'll be the first to know.
Uh-huh. So funny.
I can't tell the cops. They've got the cops in their pockets, you see.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Sorry, went on a whole screen there.
No, you're just having fun.
Trying, man. In this economy, sure.
Oh, I love horchata.
Horchata fucks. But yeah, no, I found we're at now a point in the 5th edition Wadverse where there is enough material that it seemed like the design thesis was get solid baseline, do streamline, get baseline, da-da-da. And then once that's out, it's now going to get fucking weird. And now we're at the stage of it's now getting fucking weird. So, yeah, it's one of those... would I say that somebody that's wanting to run Hunter the Reckoning would have to buy, like, Cult of the Blood Gods? No, but I think there's enough, like, information in there about building and running cults that I think it might be worth investing in. And then, like, vice versa, like the Apostates book, is it something that I would say is required for, like, a vampire ST to have? No, but I think there's enough material in there that it would be a good investment.
Yeah. And I do think if you're just a lore head, there's a lot more in these books that ties into the other game lines and some of the, like, more niche stuff. Like, even in the core book for Hunter, it has a whole section. It's not huge, but there's a whole section on the Orpheus group.
Wow.
So they retcon some of that plot, too. We can get into that someday. But in Revised and Old Edition, they got completely wiped out, basically. Yeah. No more. So they are still active in 5th edition. So they made them canon, and it's a group you can interact with now through Hunter. Which makes sense. If there were a group that were hunting ghosts, it would be Orpheus. So
yeah.
I mentioned this last episode, but this is like does really have like all the humans that fuck with supernaturals in one book. It'll be interesting to see what they do once we have Mage and Changeling, because there hasn't been a lot of Changeling. Like, there are some fake creatures in the core book. There are some fake creatures that show up in Incognito report.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a lot of the lore stuff. Maybe I'm missing it. But
no, there's been like mentions of fake things offhandedly in the vampire stuff, and it's mostly just been like, they exist, that's a problem anyways, don't fuck with that, and then like a vague stat block here and there. Yeah.
And it's also, I think, specifically hard for Changeling, because at least as far as I know, there probably is like a very niche group, but there's not specifically a group of like Fae hunters. Like, there are the Autumn people, and that's something very different. They're kind of like anti-Fae.
Yeah.
Like, and how the Fae will like drain glamour from people to cast their powers. these are people who drain glamour from
Faye.
Yeah.
by just being so boring and mundane. So like,
Well,
but they're not really an organized group, and they're kind of just people that exist.
you need to start running a long format hunter game, and I'll start playing as Wyatt again, and he will fucking start an organization that hunts Faye.
There you go.
It's kind of his whole obsession.
Oh no, not Wyatt. I like Wyatt. Don't get me wrong. I love Wyatt.
He's a
great.
problem.
He's a problem.
I mean, once we do get Mage and Changeling as core books, we might switch off Hunter and Werewolf month and probably do a month for those instead next year.
Yeah.
Just to like really get them caught up. And depends how many books we get. We could probably, but I mean, I got so much out of the core books are so big. I feel like we could definitely kind of focus in on what is this, how do you use it.
Yeah.
Especially I'm expecting Changeling to be pretty different. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I also own I don't like talking out of my ass on material we don't have.
Yeah.
And then we've kind of made a habit of once things get released, we actually take the time to read it and try to use it ourselves before we go, hey, we're going to talk about it on the show.
Is neat.
Yeah, because I don't like shooting off from the hip like a dickhead.
Yeah.
I don't like being an uninformed asshole. It sucks.
It's just interesting because I feel like they've been pulling back layers and we're getting more and more about Mage. They're openly naming that sorcerers exist and that they've dropped like the Arcanum, and there's some other groups in the Hunter books that are specifically run by sorcerers. And
it's interesting, and I don't know if it's just because of doing this show. I read these books repeatedly, and I read them like more thoroughly than other people, because there's been complaints in the community more broadly about like, oh yeah, there's not a lot of lore in 5th edition. And I'm like, there's a fuckload. How? What are you talking about? I'm like, are you not reading the like
books?
20 pages of fluff, and then there's like little side panels with notes, and like there's things. It's
all over.
It's dense as shit. You just need to actually read, motherfucker.
Yeah, and then like we've avoided them just so people can play them.
Yeah.
But like all the pre-written adventures usually have some like big lore stuff. I mean, Fall of London is huge.
Huge. Yeah. There's like,
I mean, it's a big book. I think it's just as big, if not bigger, than the core book. It's a huge campaign.
Yeah, and then in Chicago by Night, there's the module you can run with like the Lasombra getting introduced into the Camarilla. Throughout the Cult of the Blood Gods with all the Hekata stuff, there's a lot of stuff in like Berlin setting wise that's like really interesting. It's just it drives me bananas. And then there's like the Chicago folios where if you actually like read through the plot hooks and things, there's tons of shit. And then in the Sabbat book, there's tons of just like you're reading through and you're going, oh no.
I think people were more so upset that they couldn't play the Sabbat that they kind of just ignored what was actually in the book.
Yeah, and it's like, you can play this. There's nothing really stopping you from playing the Sabbat. I've been saying it the whole fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, in the book, they say this isn't really for players.
Yeah.
But also in the first, like, pages of almost every book, I think, they're like, nah, do what you want.
Yeah, it's more of a sharing, like, this book was not written for the intent of this being a player's guide. This is more of a storyteller's guide, but you do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, cool, I didn't need your permission anyways. I already bought the book, but, like, thanks.
Aha!
I do want to get more into the adventures for Hunter, because I do kind of see a little bit of a problem there with Hunter that I don't think Werewolf and Vampire has, where there's not really a strong meta plot going on with Hunter. Hunter works, I think it is supposed to be kind of like a monster of the week. You tie them together, kind of like the way Incognito's reports laid out, where you're like hunting different monsters and you tell a story that comes together. You have like a long story hunting one monster and they're throwing other like curveballs at you and things are getting in the way, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, again, this is coming from the perspective of like I'm much more into Hunter the Vigil than I ever was in the first run of Hunter the Reckoning.
Yeah.
Because even Hunter the Vigil, while there were like the orgs that you could join and like more officially, and they have different like politics between each other and blah 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 blah, that was still also very Monster of the Week, and it was kind of written to understand that if you're a human hunting the supernatural, you got a shelf life. This game
Yeah.
is supposed to be a little meat grindery. Like you're going into this not expecting the character to have longevity. You're here to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
And I think going into Hunter the Reckoning with that understanding might make the game lore make more sense. Because you're dealing with humans that are being obfuscated from a lot of the truth about supernaturals, which the supernaturals amongst themselves are obfuscated from as it is. And then you're having to deal with just the going into things blind, underfunded, underprepared, outgunned, outmanned for whatever plot reason, and trying to go against tidal forces of the universe in some cases.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I think maybe walking into Hunter the Reckoning with the understanding that you're here to tell a compelling story, and it's a little bit more like Call of Cthulhu-esque, where you're not expected to survive as a character.
There's that, and I also say, like I've said, there's a lot of stuff from the other game lines in these books. They're
Yeah.
like open official groups. If you want to tie it into a stronger like meta plot, you are going to have to use the meta plot from Vampire or Werewolf. Like you are going to have to go into Second Inquisition book. You're going to have to like get some of that stuff more involved, or we thought we were hunting a vampire. Turns out they live in a society.
Vampire society, if you will.
You've been hunting werewolves. It turns out maybe they were the good guys. Uh-oh.
These ones weren't. Turns out these ones were racist.
Womp womp.
Shit.
Actually, you know what? I don't feel bad about killing him now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say Hunter's also going to rely the most on the other game lines to get that World of Darkness feel. And
It's like, I think if you want to get into the deep lore with a Hunter game, you're gonna probably want to have your hunters like specialize in hunting a specific genre.
Yeah.
And then like that be the thing that they fuck with. Might be the best thing.
Yeah, and then occasionally you throw something else at them as a curveball.
Yeah. Or I think Hunter the Reckoning's really well set up for like if you're somebody that likes like X-Files or Twin Peaks kind of stories where the universe is set up where there are bigger cosmic things happening around your characters, but those things are so big and broad
You don't even really see
that
him,
if you do see it, it's like a peek through a door and you just go, oh, fuck. And then you close it and you go get a slice of pie and a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go back to dealing with the mundane horrors of society. Because I think there's a lot of really good World of Darkness horrors that exist in the kind of the horrors of the mundane and the horrors of society kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot more grounded with Hunter because you're dealing with people on people levels, maybe.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as like, I don't want to say extravagant, ostentatious. Yeah. There's like the societal horror stuff that you're running into with Hunter is going to be a lot more grounded and real, which might involve some like session zero checks depending on how realistic you want your bullshit to be.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to a vampire game where you can kind of lean into like, we're vampires. It's all silly, let's start doing rock and roll things. Blah, we're Draculas.
Blah.
Look at me, I'm such a silly little guy. You could like, at least with vampire, you have the artifice of like leaning into the melodrama of vampire tropes to like deal with your metaphors, but it's like, it's got some gloss on it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get
Hunter
that as
is
much
just
with
like,
Hunter.
we're people. We have guns.
It's like, do you like dog soldiers? I fucking love that movie.
That is it's a great
movie. But I also like the kind of like gritty, spooky kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Another film I realized with these books especially that you can run that I think would be really fun. Fucking Crimson Peak.
Yeah.
I feel like would work. Like you can run a Crimson Peak style game with the Hunter rules, and I feel like that would be really fucking
That'd be
cool.
Nice.
So I did want to ask, because you had teased this weeks ago when you were talking about the script stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm horrified about this. It's great, but it's horrifying. I'm terrified that people who actually write these books listen to the show. Because you said that something has come up in the game books now that I'm like, that's a call out to us specifically.
What was that again?
The mummy bullshit.
Yo, the mummy eating bullshit?
Yeah! Where I'm like, mummy!
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about mummy except us. Ain't nobody give a fuck.
They've tried so many times.
I know. And it's like, it's cool, but like, goddamn. And I'm just like, there's mummies now?
I don't think there's mummies as an example enemy in the core book. Let me double check.
There was some art Not in the core book. You said in one of the newer books there was like an art page or an adventure or something.
Yeah, so in the core book for Hunter, if you're looking for other stuff, there's vampires, werewolves, sorcerers and their creations, ghosts, and fair folk and strange things.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
So maybe Stranger Things is where that mummy is.
I'll look. I don't remember.
I mean, there is a
being
city. There's a city of
the core
mummies in the fucking in the Shadowlands. So that's a whole thing. I'm trying to not think about it because we're in another game. We're currently in the Shadowlands, and I'm just like, this is fucked. This is fucked.
And then you
This
find
is fucked.
I'm very excited and very worried.
Yeah, correct.
And honestly, a little disappointed.
About what?
I always, I've been hoping to go there for like how many centuries now?
Yeah.
And I'd really figured I'd be there before, I don't know, it was fucking ruined.
Oops.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Kind of a bit of a bummer, but I mean, I guess I made it.
It's just you're just never satisfied.
Looking at the core book again, there is a section called Darksome Anatomies, the Darksome and Atomies.
Mm-hmm.
It's about some haunted books. You could totally throw those into the
yeah.
alma maters thing. I forgot about that.
Haunted books?
Yeah, there's also the Eye Thief.
Oh,
who looks like a mummy. I think that's what you were thinking of.
Yeah,
but it is a fey creature. I'm pretty sure from my quick reading over it again.
Let me.
I love that art so much.
Let me dig the art. Yeah, I was gonna say the art in the Hunter books fucks.
That's sick as shit.
Now the mummy group was in that you were speaking of.
Are you talking about the one that they were like eating mummies?
Yeah.
For magical powers or some shit?
Yeah, that was in Alma Maters. I can pull that up.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the Gourmand Society.
Yeah, I just was like, you said something about mummies, and then I saw artwork with a mummy, and I was like, Hunter will get back to this later, and now it is later, and I'm like, Hunter, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, so...
What do you mean? And just shaking it violently.
Let's see. Yes, so this is spoilers. I skipped them last time. This is page 151 in Alma Maters, the intro for the Gourmand Society. The Gourmand Society has its roots in the British Empire at the height of its power and cavalier conquest, consumption of other cultures. The sorcerers sitting at the society's top table are the pinnacle of imperial greed and selfishness, though they now spread far beyond Britain's borders. Their primary goal is to extend their own lives forever, which they do through the consumption of mummified remains stolen from tombs in Egypt, South America, and wherever else they can obtain their precious mummia. Whenever they obtain such a prize, the society comes together for a grand celebratory banquet.
They're just going off to paintings and licking off the mummy brown.
Hell yes. I'm gonna live forever!
I'm just like, you're gonna get shot by the cops in the museum. That's what's gonna happen.
So I guess they're sorcerers. I don't want to...
yeah, you don't have to.
It sounds like at the very least, like the top tiers of them are sorcerers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then there's that motherfucker.
That ties into, I think, more of the main plot.
I love that thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
With the weird little... He looks like, and I feel bad I cannot remember the character's name because I love these comics and the movies, but Hellboy, the first movie, the clockwork Nazi guy that does the stab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks like that guy, but like without a shirt.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I like it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Like...
This is good.
It's just...
Who's this fucking Indiana Jones motherfucker?
Oh, that's Evan Carlton.
Oh, fuck that guy. I don't know, actually.
It pretty much literally, just first sentence is, Evan Carlton fancies himself as a pulp adventurer, flitting between archaeological sites and dinner parties.
He sounds annoying as shit.
Yeah,
he's like a wannabe Indiana Jones.
All right, yeah, fuck that guy. I don't like his smirk.
Yeah. So, I think our ratings is all the new books for Hunter have been vast improvements.
Pretty dang neat.
They do a lot. They do a lot to fix most of my complaints from the core book, especially Alma Maters. That is, like I said last episode, or not Alma Maters, sorry, Apostates.
Yeah.
Apostates does the most to make it kind of feel like its own thing.
Yeah.
And takes a lot of that content that's in the core book and I think makes it way more usable.
Yeah.
It expands on them. It adds some new groups. There's some new old groups in the old books it doesn't touch on again. It just kind of leaves them there for you to do what you want with. And then the others add pretty niche stuff, honestly. But I think they've been pretty good for like an H5 system. So
hell yeah. So the thing I wanted to bring up is because of the spooky season, we're in the month of darkness. Ooh, thunderclap. There is the Humble Bundle going on right now to the end of October 2025, because I don't know when you're listening to this episode. That's how time works. There's the big PDF bundle for like $25. You get a bunch of books and adventures. There's a bunch of adventures in there that were just like modules written for Hunter and then Vampire and then Werewolves, respectively.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would want to do a review of modules going forward or not.
We talked about doing a module rundown, and at least if we kind of give a quick, this is what this is, this is how lore important it is, this is how good it is for a new group versus this is for more experienced players. Like, I wouldn't suggest your first game be running Fall of London. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that might be a bit much, but there's like the self-contained like adventures, and a lot of the modules that have been put out come with like pre-gen character sheets, or they have like printouts and tools that you can use for games later, like little decks of like NPCs that have predetermined like blood resonances for vampires, for example, and things like that.
Yeah,
Sorry. But I did know, because I did buy it because I needed the adventure modules, and it was way cheaper to buy the Humble Bundle and give money to charity than it was to buy the modules separately.
Whee!
So, huzzah! We love a bundle.
Honestly, yeah.
Correct. But in doing that, there's also some download things you got where there's self-contained character creation guides for Hunter and Vampire and Werewolf.
Is it just like a page long?
Yeah, it's like a 2-3 page
Oh, that's neat.
like walkthrough on
Cute.
doing the character creation stuff. And I was gonna say I'd recommend for Hunter especially getting that character creation guide, because character creation in the core book confused the shit out of me the first time I was trying to make Hunter.
yeah, it is.
It felt a little, I was like, what is happening?
If you like the old World of Darkness books, you might love it, but otherwise...
Yeah. But yeah, all the support tools for that are good. There's 1-page things you can get for like guides on how the dice work for Hunter as opposed to Vampire or Werewolf. And yeah, no, the way Hunter has been bulked out is very like, this will be fun. We're just gonna do dumb shit.
Yeah.
If you like the World of Darkness, but you want to just do fucking shenanigans,
Hunter's your way.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Because you're just a guy with a gun or a lady with a laptop or...
Yeah.
Or a lady with a gun and a guy with a laptop.
That's true.
Or them with both. Dual wielding.
The dual wielding non-binary.
I was trying to think of something that starts with a TH so I could continue the alliteration. But...
Damn.
Yeah.
Our trans brethren with
Them with thermite.
them with thermite. I was gonna say, if anybody's gonna have the laptop, it is going to be our trans femmes with the knee socks.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's the truth.
That is the truth. So, it's Hunter Month. Woo! The game is becoming more playable. Huzzah!
It's neat.
Absolutely.
We like it. We like that there's charts and there's a bunch of shit that can be used in these books in your other splats and vice versa. Fuck yeah.
Also, I know that it's not the most important of things, but the art fucks.
Yes.
As always. It's great.
Yes.
It's got a very unique style
Mm-hmm.
that I really like. And the color, they really stick with that orange, black, and white with
Yeah.
some red.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice upgrade from that. Oh no.
Cringe, bullets and flame.
I know it was a limitation of the technology at the time, but it's like I can see the pixels in the flame
Yeah.
at some points, and it drives me bananas. But it's because I'm sitting there going, it doesn't feel pixelated because of a stylistic choice. This feels like a limit in the printer,
Mm-hmm.
and it drives me bananas.
So I have a question for you guys.
Mhm.
Now that we've gone over this, you've seen like all the new stuff they've added for
Mhm,
Hunter.
mhm.
What would you want to see them add next?
Oh God. That was a really good question. Shit.
I think I'll go with I'll start off with the easy one.
Mhm.
I would love to see a standalone book on the Imbued. Just give us a book,
that'd be
make it
cool.
optional. I know it touches on some sensitive ground, like we talked about, like
Mm-hmm.
terrorism and belief and mass shootings and that sort of thing. But I think
It's
if
a
they
really
made it
cool mechanic.
an optional book, put it to the side, and
Yeah.
was like, if you want to do this, you can even put a warning on it, like they did for the slasher book and some of the
Yeah.
Black Dog Game
I-
Factory books, where they're like, hey, this book specifically is going to get into some dark topics.
Yeah, I think kind of ending that. A thing I would like for Hunter, if we were, even if we expand into the imbued or not. Fuck, I need to stop punching the mic.
Haha, it's not me this time.
Haha. I understand that hunters technically don't have a humanity rating because they're humans. So everything they're doing is inherently human.
Mm-hmm.
Having some sort of morality checker is good because it sometimes drives me bananas that there's not a consequence outside of plot.
Yeah.
For hunters to not act a fool.
Right.
I really liked that in Vigil that if hunters got too into what they were doing, they would become slashers.
Yes.
Right.
Where it's like, because it helps with like adding tension in a story, and two, World of Darkness has done a really good job of having their story and their mechanics line up on the fact of what makes somebody a human is moral choices and not inherent quality of them.
Yes.
And that not continuing with Hunter is a little weird.
Yeah.
Especially because they aren't the imbued.
Yeah.
They aren't anything other than regular humans, but they're openly, the main villains are often other humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the orgs are made up of mostly people. Like, sure, there may be a secret society of vampires or sorcerers or whatever, like, pulling the strings.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still mostly people going out and doing the bad shit that they're doing.
Yeah.
It is human greed, and so not to have a mechanic that makes your hunter get too into that. I mean, there is the despair and system, but I think adding a little, just smacking a humanity tracker on there too kind of makes sense.
I think it'd be kind of cool to do that and then almost use the imbued as like paths for the Sabbat, where it's like alternate humanity ratings almost for the imbued, depending on whatever weird beliefs they have, you know?
Like becoming, like when you become an imbued and you have the world revealed to you, so to speak, you do lose some of your humanity. I think that's an interesting way to re-evaluate them as a group, actually.
Yeah, because it's interesting in the core book where that talks about people in orgs being kind of like soulless or detached from their humanity, but there's like no way to like account for that.
Yeah, I mean, by that like logic, they should be the Lasombra's very, very, very favorite feeding ground.
They might be.
I mean, it's true, I guess.
That could be a thing. Oh no.
Like that Monster Hunter X, I love it when they send those dudes to us. Bring them on.
Bring them on. They're fucking stupid.
They're so tasty.
This little guy's really fucked. I'm gonna watch him for a while. Don't worry about it.
He's got some moxie. Let's see what he's here. Hey, buddy, here's a gun.
By the way, I drained your entire bank account. Good luck. Yeah, I dominated your wife for her to cheat on you. I want to see what you do. I'm like, oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so being a hunter, it's gonna be kind of meat grinding. I think going back to that, I'd spaced out for a second. I think that's a good quality in Hunter, because I think it does like add to the like we are humans going against things that humans should not look at, much less like have to fight.
Yeah, so like I've only run Hunter as one shots. I've not really had a chance to run a full campaign yet. I've just done a fuckload of Hunter one shots. I would like, if I'm going to do a Hunter campaign, I would be smacking a humanity tracker.
Oh yeah.
And would want to have a talk with the table about what the fuck that means, because I do genuinely enjoy the system of like the hunter becomes a fucking monster due to like their choices.
Yeah.
And them having to like reconcile the like, okay, hold on, I've done, oh god.
Or the idea of like you have your hunter cell and you're working together or whatever, and one of your hunter dude's friends like loses his humanity, and now you as the hunter cell have to be like, okay, so do we need to put Greg down?
Or like, do we put him in a hospital?
Yeah, can we help him? Like, or is this a situation where he's lost like one of those guys, and you know they point over at the vampire that's like chewing someone's neck out.
Yeah, because it's also just kind of a weird mechanical thing of there's touchstones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might have to run with the despair mechanic on a campaign
And see how it plays
and see
out.
how that plays out on its own, but it's like...
I've only done one-shots, and it felt like it didn't really come up much.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's just the fault of it being a one-shot or if it's just the mechanic isn't lining up with like the story beats I would like it to hit as much, and I don't know if that's a mechanic problem or me as a storyteller problem.
That's fair.
I think, honestly, like, more than a humanity tracker, I think the Hirano and Hogloss tracker would be great for Hunter.
Oh,
That's
shit,
true.
yeah, no, you're right.
Like, I'm just falling to the I am going to fucking fight this, or, like, there's no point. I killed 12 vampires last week, and now there are 13 in the neighborhood. What the fuck?
Popping up like daisies.
Right.
There's so many of them, and they control all the banks.
Exactly. My bank account has been drained 6 times.
I know it's just one guy, and I can't find him because he becomes all the shadows. How do you catch a shadow? I can't put that in a box. The box is full of shadows. What do I do?
Love it. So, yeah, I think that should be their trackers. I think that's really cool.
That might be something I want to try. Well, because it also kind of makes more sense, and it's like, yeah, I know werewolves are supernatural creatures, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also, like, just a guy.
Right, they're just a dude.
That's got some fucked up... That's got some dude plus.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm. Like, vampires, it specifically says, like, vampires have trouble feeling, like, emotion beyond, like, hunger and beast.
Yeah, hunger and angy.
Yeah, so, like, it makes sense that it's specifically humanity that you'd be tracking, but, like, these are humans. Like you said, their whole thing is we are humans. Everything we do is inherently human.
Yeah.
So the idea of them just falling to their emotions one way or another, I think,
honestly
plays really well to it.
I think that might actually pair really well with the despair mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cooked with that. Good job, John.
Yay!
Hey, yo!
Hell yeah.
You get to stay on the show for another year.
Fuck! Yes! One contribution per year.
Ayo.
That's the tax.
John, no! You contribute so much more than that. I was doing a bad bit.
At least
I'm
2
so
or 3
sorry.
times.
I feel bad now. I'm so sorry. Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, that's something we might want to experiment with, though, because I think that might be cool. Okay, cool. See, this is how you use stuff from other splats to fix the other splats.
Boom!
Or it's like, hey, this vampire game's going too easy. I got some bullshit in the Hunter books we can just chuck at you, because fuck you.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, if you've got the bundle and you've just got these books laying around, or if you have players that maybe they know vampire a little too well,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be perfect shit to throw at them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just be like, wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what the fuck? They're eating?
A
They're
haunted
eating?
toilet.
The haunted toilet.
That's real. That's in the core
It-
book.
I hate that that's in the
is.
core book still.
It will forever be printed in the core book.
It's forever.
Someone should get a tattoo of the haunted toilet.
Oh, God.
Spooky dookie.
Spooky. Oh, no, just another Hunter thing that would be really funny. So Hunter is got the quarry of a vampire, and they run into another guy that's also like, yeah, we're gonna kill this guy, and they do like the predator high five and stuff. And then over the course of the hunt, they realize that the guy that they teamed up with is not another hunter, in fact is a werewolf, and now they're just like, fuck, what do I do? Do I kill this? Do I kill him? What do I do? I did not know you could do that.
It's not until they're actually in the final fight with with the vampire.
Yeah, and the guy's like,
He
well,
shifts.
yeah, he shifts. He's like, well, I need to bust out the war for it because this guy's more powerful than we thought.
Yeah.
Sorry, friend. And you're like, why sorry?
What?
Oh, you
I
are
am
so big.
I am so scared.
Oh, no.
Why are my pants wet? What happened?
Oh, no. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then it's
I
just,
like that.
yeah, it just completely shifts the entire tone of the campaign because now he's just like, do I hunt them now? Like, are they monsters? I mean,
He's a buddy.
like, he was chill. He's got a regular job and a family.
But I did watch him
he's
tear that vampire to like 12 pieces.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very good.
Yeah, I mean, he's divorced as hell, but like... Sorry, in my mind, almost all werewolves are just divorced
They
as
have
hell.
to be, right? They have to be.
Just has that energy. It's like, yeah, but it's like, yeah, no, we're bros, man. Like, we both sang the Police song.
Wait, which one? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Is that one?
Yeah.
They're doing that on the way to the vampire's
I was just thinking
house?
of the soundtrack to the film Bad Boys.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah,
that soundtrack actually is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's I wouldn't say it's a bop, but it's fun. Not a good movie, but I enjoy the soundtrack. Oh my god, fucking! Oh my god, they did illustrate the haunted outhouse.
It's the outhouse haint. They even
the outhouse haint. Okay, so wait, the haint's canon.
And on the next page, there's an illustration of the little boy poop ghost.
That's so you coded in like the worst way.
Honestly, he doesn't even look like a poop ghost. Let me see. Tilt that this way a little bit.
Like, it's a good use of the orange.
It's honestly a pretty cool image.
It's great.
If I didn't know it was a poop ghost, I'd be like, damn.
That's metal as fuck.
That's metal as fuck. But it's not, in fact, metal as fuck. That's shitty.
Yeah. He
he
fell through the rotted floorboards and drowned in the muck below. And now he drowns other people in poop. In a disappearing outhouse.
Okay.
So, hold on. So you go into the outhouse. He grabs you. He drowns you in the poop. And then you, the poop, the outhouse, and him disappear?
Yeah, I believe so.
Damn.
It's a bunch of missing people.
So is this one of those situations where it's like the quantum shit? When you're watching it, it does the thing, and when you're not, it does a different thing. So what if like you set up a camera to videotape the outhouse, and then you went and took a shit in the outhouse? You'd probably still get drowned, but could it leave?
Well, it specifically says that photographers, whether on a screen or printed out, show distortion or washout where photographers say the structure in question stood. So it doesn't even appear on camera. And that's on page 199.
Yeah, that's some very Wraith coded stuff. I just look, my thing here is I don't know how I would pull this. Pulling this plot thing into a werewolf campaign, I can understand because werewolves still have to use the restroom. For vampires, I'm like, how are you getting a vampire?
You're in a very...
It's an outhouse specifically. If it was just a regular ass restroom, I'd be like, okay, I can find a logical reason why a vampire would go into just a bathroom.
Right.
Fine, I can do that.
So
outhouse specifically, that is so hard.
On a hiking trail in the Appalachians.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking, is maybe the vampire is living in a very small town in Appalachia, and his fucking prey is going missing to this fucking toilet, and now he's got to figure out what's going on.
Okay, that does work.
I also don't know how honestly, a good way to get your, like, hunter group to be like, all right, we've got to track down this outhouse.
Oh, yeah, I would just be like, oh, that's easy. I would just have, like, a whole Reddit board on, like, r/ghost hunting, where somebody, like, has a whole board posting about this fucking supposed, like, haunted outhouse.
Yeah.
And people are just arguing whether it's real or AI, and...
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, though, you don't have to use that one for your game lines.
No.
There's plenty of
No, you just have to keep referencing it on our show.
Yeah.
Lest we forget.
I hope they come out with Wraith, so Wraith can play the haunted outhouse.
You can play the poop ghost.
You could play as the poop ghost, yeah.
With Hakata month looming in the near future.
Hakata, bam! That is why the poop ghost could enter a vampire game.
Here's the thing, I really like the idea of, like, Appalachian Hakata. I think that's fucking fantastic. Unfortunately, that's not where my brain went when you said that initially. I went to, like, the Giovanni end of it, and I just imagined, like, a mafioso that was, like, having to drop a corpse in the middle of the woods.
He's like, hey, if I put a ghost in that outhouse,
ain't no one gonna... Yeah, he's like...
It's gonna go away.
He's like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna be looking for a corpse in there. It already smells bad. And like, problem solved. I've got to dig a hole now.
Filled with shit.
Yeah.
And then you're teleported to the poop dimension where you drown in poop.
Yeah, that ghost kid's gonna be real confused because, you know, the guy's like, hey, what are you...
I don't drown.
He's like...
I don't drown.
What are you doing, little man? Like,
The suit was expensive.
There's no sun.
This is Armani. The fuck...
You know what? It's fine. I got a track.
It's also like, it's just like, you don't think I study the necromantic arts?
Right.
I just steps back through the veil. Just mad.
You can keep the corpse.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to do anyways. You didn't have to make a big fucking deal about it.
There you go. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. But I think that's a good wrap up for now of using these for other game lines. Unless you guys have anything else you want to add.
Alright. I'm good with this. I enjoyed this little reprieve because I'm now gonna
get back to work. Whip crack.
Whip crack. Well, it's also what the thing. Do you have a whip crack planned?
No, I was just hitting a button. That's people clapping. Let's try this one.
That feels
Get
correct.
to work.
That feels correct. I fucking hate those buttons. No. Yeah, so for the rest of Spooky Month, we're going to be talking about the Bloodlines games.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I loathe talking about video games on the internet.
It'll be great.
But
I like playing video games.
Yeah, I love playing video games, and I even like streaming games with folks. I will be streaming stuff for Halloween. So huzzah!
Woo!
More details soonish. But people on the internet with video games get really big fucking opinions, and they get really passionate about it. And I don't know how you have that kind of time and energy, considering I'm gonna just gesture at the world that's on fire, and I'm like that. Okay, so. Which makes me not want to talk about these things, but Bloodlines 2 is coming out, and we are all gonna be playing it and giving our Stinky Gamer Pleasure Dome-esque style review of Bloodlines 2. But we're gonna have to talk about the first game, and I think it is good for us to talk about them because so much of the first game is fucking canon.
Yes.
To Vampire the Masquerade and World of Darkness more broadly, and then I don't know about Bloodlines 2. I'm assuming a bunch of this shit's gonna be canon.
I would guess.
I would assume, based off of past everything, because like the Coteries of New York and a bunch of those storylines have stuff that's all like canon in the wider game, like Parliament of Knives. But I can't make commentary on a thing I haven't fucking played yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna fucking do that.
You guys can wait. Well, it comes out in 11 days. Yeah, I just looked that up to double check it, and I was like, oh god.
So much stuff I gotta do.
That's less than 2 weeks.
I know.
Oh me, oh my.
You understand why I'm stressed?
Yeah.
And then after that, it'll be Thin Blood Month.
Whee!
Yay.
They're
Yay.
almost vampires.
They're also with the last group that we're covering.
Nobody wants them.
Except the Giovanni.
Well, Hakata don't count.
The Hakata have not been part of the poll because this is too fucking big.
Yeah, they gotta be their own thing. Unless we split them up into multiple groups, and that's still complicated as
Yeah, so we're starting 2026 off with Hakata.
2 months?
And
a half? We'll see. We'll see what it takes.
Yeah, basically we're going to use our annual holiday break for me to figure out how the fuck we're going to square that circle.
I mean, I guess we could just
Joss.
do polls again.
Llisten,
we could break them down into like groups because there's like 15 of them, so we could do like 3 groups. Groups. Of 3,
I've had a rough plan on breaking them up by theme.
Okay, cool.
Because then there's like Spaghetti Pinch.
Yeah.
And then there's Spaghetti Pinch. Then there's the Caribbean kind of Afrikaans kind of group, and then there's the like Tenochtitlan group. But yeah,
hell yeah.
That's the rough plan, and we got some other surprises and things lined up. So, hey,
should be good.
Should be good. It'll be fine. Oh my god,
hey.
I have never been so stressed for this show going into the holiday season. Holy shit!
It'll be a month rest.
Huh.
Well, thank you, Paralyze, for the theme song.
Yay.
It's good. You can go into it on the Bandcamp.
You should.
Yeah, we also have a Patreon if you want to support our show. We do bonus episodes over there. We're doing a movie episode next week, so that'll be fun.
Movie.
We also have some merch. You can go buy it. It's linked in the episode description. We got shirts and stickers. There are pins on the way. Buttons, if you will.
Yes.
Not pens, but pins.
Yes.
Not writing implements.
We got the OG logo as buttons. If you want to wait, we're gonna have new button packs soon. We got sticker pack now that has a bunch of jokes and some exclusive foils based off of things from the show. We got Famatosi shirts as well as the OG logo. We're gonna continue doing the extended sizes pre-orders until the end of October.
Yeah.
So if you're a thick friend and you want to rock swag, we got you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Trying to think of anything else major.
Oh my gosh, something funny happened.
What?
So I was, shortly before getting to the show, I was talking to someone whose not really part of the gaming space at all, but I was telling them about the podcast at one point, and they looked it up, and they were like, yeah, we listened to your podcast. We really liked your intro music. So we looked it up, and we listened to that, like, all the way home.
Hell yeah.
It's just like...
Cool.
Thanks.
Paralyze fucks.
Yeah, Paralyze fucks.
So this is the show. We fuck. And we appreciate you, our audience, who also fucks.
For sure, for sure.
So have a good day fucking.
Yeah.
And if you're not fucking...
That's also okay.
Yeah, have a good day anyway.
We appreciate our asexual homies.
Yeah, do that thing.
Ayo.
Or don't.
Oh, don't do that thing.
Yeah. You know what? By that thing, I mean... Kind of whatever you're doing.
You make a glass of tea.
Yeah.
Fucking
read a book.
I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I'm gonna enjoy this horchata.
Fuck yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. Anyway, bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That one was malicious. I don't know. I didn't trust that one. I leaned away.
We're leaving Hunter month. Hunter, we gotta go back to the spookies.